I am done. I am completely fucking done with this pathetic parasite. I am done with dragging myself in endless circles and having to repeat the same shit over and over again just so I can explain myself to a guy who spends all his time manipulating people with this idea that I am nothing more than an anti-freedom cyberbully. And honestly, I didn't want to do this video, because I felt like by making this video, it would be giving off the impression that I was backing down, which I didn't want to do, knowing how smugged WWWAREA becomes in these situations, because he just turns things like this into a "I defeated the bully" situation, when in reality, it's someone standing up and saying, "I am sick and tired of dealing with your shit," because WWWAREA will never understand just how this whole situation has affected me and my fanbase. I mean, in his little fantasy land where pigs fly and the queen is actually a centipede, he's the only victim. And he's the only one that we should feel sorry for when someone calls him out for saying that you have no right to live in your own country because you don't support people who want to fucking touch children. And I know that if someone doesn't end this now, it's going to get even worse. So, with no side backing down and no side saying enough is enough, I am making this video to finally say that enough is enough. And in this video, I'm going to be going into more detail and explaining why I am done with Another Realm and WWWAREA. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. The cyberbullying agenda. Something which has, every time I've talked about, constantly dragged me down because I was arguing with a brick wall every time I tried to explain myself to WWWAREA that I'm not what he's making me out to be. Now, I did make a video arguing why his cyberbullying agenda was nothing more than fake propaganda made up by a bully himself, but since then, he hasn't listened to a word I've said. In fact, he's now been trying to encourage his fanbase to spread this bullshit so that he can have that pleasure that some idiot out there thinks he's correct. And some of the claims he has made in his cyberbullying agenda are fucking ridiculous, such as how I'm worse than a child molester because he doesn't like me criticising his videos or mocking his stupidity. And I'm not the only one who is outraged by this utterly ridiculous statement. Other people, including his own followers, have also called him out because of how stupid that statement is. And not only has he ignored the criticism, he is now trying to delete those comments. And you know what, I actually find it pretty downright disgusting how he's saying this, because how is making videos about you criticising your logic on the same level as someone traumatising, touching, manipulating or raping a child? And his excuses for those statements are even worse, because according to him, being molested by a child molester and being touched by a child molester is not as bad as being criticised and ranted on for his outrageous blogs and articles, because apparently I am ruining his life. This is the guy who goes out of his way to ruin the reputations of other people because he doesn't like being called out. Because truth is, mate, my intentions of my videos is not to ruin your life. My videos are simply there to criticise, respond and mock the claims of stupidity in your blogs and responses to me. And I find it funny how you are playing victim here to justify your outrageous statements. Yet you don't seem to understand just how your bullshit is affecting other people. Because you need to start looking in the mirror and realising that you are not the victim, but are also part of the problem. You have made allegations and false claims without backing them up with any evidence in your attempt to smear me as a horrible human being, all because you want people to live in your fantasy world that I'm a victim, he's a cyberbully, wah fucking wah. Now, after my Alpha and Omega hate agenda response video dropped, a few people have decided to try and reach out to the both of us in an attempt to end this situation, because I'm not going to lie here. Even when I promised myself that I would only respond to him due to something outrageous he said in his blogs, after the cyber agenda hit his page, I was dragging myself back into the same pathetic drama that me and him were in before. And this was the last thing I wanted to do, and a few people also started to show their concerns about this. One of my oldest fans went onto WWWAREA's page and said that the best thing to do at this point is to acknowledge our faults and to go our separate ways due to how this situation was going nowhere, and even Scarpy himself got involved and said that he hated seeing the both of us at each other's throats with no side backing down. And you see, the thing is, even when I still stand by most of the things I said, I don't want to keep going round in circles about it, especially when I want to move on myself, because both Fiery and Scarpy are right. This is ridiculous. Both sides have their flaws, and in this situation it's best to just acknowledge them and move on. And that is what I'm going to be doing. Because everybody has flaws in this drama, and no side is perfect. Both me and WWWAREA have cocked up a few times. Whether one side cocked up more than the other, that doesn't matter to me. Because I'm done with this point scoring, and I'm done with this drama. But the problem I'm still having is that I don't think WWWAREA will stop himself. Because when he responded to these comments, all he did was try to make excuses. When Scarpia explained that he was wrong for lashing out at people and throwing insults at them, WWWAREA tried to make excuses for his actions, and this is what he does. He always has to have the last word. He always wants an excuse. Even when he makes a blog saying, I am done with this or I am done with that, he has to make sure that people walk away thinking that he is still a victim and that everyone else are just evil cyberbullies. If WWWAREA doesn't want to back down, then he can go ahead with his pathetic life for targeting people for doing nothing more than just making a joke or criticising him. But I am done at this point, and hopefully WWWAREA can also do the same thing. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have your own opinions about anything I said, leave down comments below. Thank you for watching. I'm now offline.